Liz Truss. Liz Truss is the best Prime Minister we have ever had. As a British, I am proud to have Liz Truss as a Prime Minister. Forget about Liz Truss being a woman. She's obviously the best female for Prime Minister, but I would say she's the best Prime Minister ever. She's better than Churchill. Nobody can come near Liz Truss. Margaret Thatcher wouldn't even fill her boots. At least with Churchill was fighting Hitler one country at a time. Liz Truss is happily fight Russia and China at the same time with their hands tied behind their backs. She is the Prime Minister we have been waiting for. She is the Prime Minister that we need. And if you give me a chance, I will explain to you why not only Liz Truss is the best Prime Minister ever, she is the best Prime Minister England has ever had, and currently she is the best world leader in the world right now. She comes from the same bloodline as some of the greats of our time. I'm talking about Rey from Star Wars. I'm talking about Brie Larson in Captain Marvel. She is the bestest ever. She needs no training. She needs no qualifications. You can just put her in the job and she will be the best at everything. She is no Mary Sue. She is not even a Mary Who. She is the ultimate female. She is Liz Truss. There is nobody that can come near her, and I will explain to you why. Number one, she is ruthless. And as you can see, she showed her ruthless side by sacking her best friend, the best friend she's been friends with over 10 years. But not only is he her best friend, he is her neighbor as well. And as you can see, they have been friends for more than a decade and became neighbors earlier this year when Kwasi Kwarteng upped his sticks to the same Greenwich Street as Liz Truss. So they are more than friends, they are neighbors. They probably go to each other's house for coffee and tea and dinner. Who knows? This is her being her ruthless best, sacking her close friend and ally just to save herself. So this means that she's ruthless and we can trust her and we can rely on her because that's what we need. We need a ruthless Prime Minister. Number two, brave. She is the bravest Prime Minister we have ever had. Nothing can move her, nothing can shake her. We can all rely on her. We can all stand behind her in the case of danger. She will protect us all.
Succeeds in Ukraine. He's not going to stop there. He's going to challenge the freedom and democracy.
Number three, we can trust Liz Truss. We can trust her with the economy. We can trust her with our lives. We can trust her with nuclear weapons.
Captain, on whether you, Prime Minister Liz Truss, is giving the order to unleash our nuclear weapons. It would mean global annihilation. I won't ask you, would you press the button? You will say yes. But faced with that task, I would feel physically sick. How does that thought make you feel?
I think it's an important duty of the Prime Minister. I'm ready to do that.
Number four, economics. Her economics knowledge is so good. We are at the top of the food chain when it comes to economics. We are running the whole world. The colonial days are back again. Britain is now Great Britain, not just Great Britain. We are doubly Great Britain. We are the top of the world. We are running the Yanks. We are telling the Yanks what to do. We are telling the world what to do. The Americans are in fact our puppets. Biden is our puppet. Macron, Scholz is our puppet. The Europeans are in our pockets. Haha, we are ready to rule the world. Nobody can stop us. The pound is the world reserve currency again. Countries are literally fighting over having the pound in their foreign reserves. The pound is ruling the world again, and we are now back to how we were back in the 1800s. The British are back again. The British rule the waves. Long live Britannia. Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Long live the king, King Charles, the bestest ever king we've ever had. Now, Liz Truss, the bestest prime minister we ever had. A match made in heaven. The dream team, Bonnie and Clyde, Harold and Kumar, Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, Lauren and Hardy, Ant and Dec. These two are the dream team. They will together rule this earth for an eternity. They are the ultimate dream team that nobody can beat. We are so lucky to have them both.
Overnight, that was more or less where the statement happened. So you see that point where it kind of picks up a little bit, and then perhaps as people are digesting it, it's down by about a full cent against the dollar in a matter of a few seconds. So these kinds of lines, when currencies fall abruptly, immediately, in a kind of vertical manner, that's the kind of thing that is quite disturbing. Now, we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Everything she touches turns to shit. Think about it. Since Liz Truss took charge, the economy's tanked, the Queen's died, and England were relegated from the Nations League.
Number 5, media. She has got the media control. The media absolutely love her. She has got them wrapped around her little pointy finger. She has got them licking out of her soup bowl. She has complete control over the media. Rupert Murdoch has got nothing on her.
Can you explain to the public why you think you should remain as Prime Minister?
How come you get to stay?
What credibility do you have?
Will you apologise to your party?
Harry Cole.
Thank you, Prime Minister Harry Cole from The Sun. You were the one that wanted to cut the 45p rate. You stood on a platform to win the leadership of the Conservative Party on a platform to cut corporation tax. You and the Chancellor, the ex-Chancellor, designed this budget together, in lockstep, we're told, at times in secret, the two of you. He has to go because of the fallout from it. How come you get to stay?
Well, my priority is making sure we deliver the economic stability. Thank you very much, everybody.
Prime Minister,
Aren't you going to say sorry?
Minister, you're out of your debt, aren't you, Prime Minister? You're out of your debt.
Number 6, reliability. She's always there when you need her. When shit hits the fan, she's always there. She never hides. She faces her responsibilities full on. You can rely on her.
Where is Liz Truss?
No idea.
We haven't seen the Prime Minister.
You can run Prime Minister, but you can't hide.
At the moment, she appears to be hiding.
Check your shed. You never know.
Apparently, I'm not making this up, apparently they found her in her office like this.
Our Prime Minister is so sharp. She can cut a steak just by looking at it. No reporter can get the better of her. She is prepared for all eventualities. She can never be tongue-tied. You can never outsmart her. She is as sharp as toolbox in the shed.
How many people voted for your plan?
What do you mean by that?
Number 8, decisive. She is the most decisive person in this planet. Once she makes up her mind, you can trust her. She will not turn her back. She will not turn around. She will not give up. She will go through it right till the end, until the day she dies.
Are you absolutely committed to abolishing the 45 pence tax rate for the wealthiest people in the country?
Yes.
Liz Truss is U-turning and ditching plans to cut the top rate of income tax.
One of the most spectacular policy U-turns of modern times.
Not a U-turn, Alison, it's a change of direction.
She has got the backing of the voters. The public absolutely love her. There are people waiting outside her house, waiting to greet her all the time. She has a big major entourage. Even there are women who love her dress sense. Number 10, foreign policy. Liz Truss, our great leader, the strongest leader, the bravest leader, who is brave enough and strong enough to fight two superpowers at once, not one, but two, China and Russia at the same time. She is not scared. She wants to do one better than Winston Churchill himself, who could only muster only one country, Germany. But she's going to fight two major superpowers and she's going to win. Of course she's going to win. Those puny Chinese and those puny Russians, they must be quaking in their boots. How scared are they to face Liz Truss? Liz Truss, the great Joan of Arc of our modern times. One thing is for sure, nobody messes around with Liz Truss.
Economic access is no longer a given. It has to be earned. Countries must play by the rules, and that includes China. Beijing has not condemned Russian aggression or its war crimes. Russian exports to China rose by almost a third in the first quarter of this year. They've sought to coerce Lithuania. They're commenting on who should or shouldn't be a member of NATO. And they're rapidly building a military capable of projecting power deep into areas of European strategic interest. But China is not impervious. By talking about the rise of China as inevitable, we are doing China's work for it. In fact, their rise isn't inevitable. They will not continue to rise if they don't play by the rules. China needs trade with the G7. We represent half of the global economy. And we have choices. We've shown with Russia the kind of choices we're prepared to make when international rules are violated. And we've shown that we're prepared to prioritize security and respect for sovereignty over short-term economic gain.
Тем, что разговор немого с глухим у нас получается, вроде бы слушаем, но не...
Liz Truss, the great leader, she's got strong international allies. She is the leader of the free world. She is the leader of the Avengers. Together with her allies, she will rid this world full of evil.
Well, I think that the idea of cutting taxes on the super wealthy at a time when, anyway, I just think, I disagree with the policy, but that's up to Great Britain to make that judgment, not me.
So there you have it, folks. Britain's savior. Britain's own Captain Marvel, Britain's own Ray, Britain's own Michael Burnham, Britain's own Galadriel. So thanks everyone for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.
But she is a devil brought down to destroy the world. But she's got the same laugh.